Hey guys, this is Locke. In this video, I'm going to do both a review of the legendary Lene, as well as do a showcase of her using her in Arena. I am at the 5400 Arena. I actually did my matches already, so I'm going to show how those matches went. I did 10 matches and I won 7 with her in the team. So, look forward to that at the end of this video, or the middle of this video, I guess. So first of all, let's talk about her. So I'm going to go through her skills first of all. Her first skill, this is actually what she opens with. She uses the skill, she does damage, and then she also increases her own attack speed while decreasing the opponent's attack speed and move speed. And one of the things you have to pay attention to with the skill is the available distance, like when she starts casting it. It has a range of 8 meters. Most other legendary units that do AoEs, most notably Fodina, her skills actually has a range of 6 meters. So that means that Lene will actually use her skill before Fodina has a chance to use her CC. So most of the time she will actually be able to get the skill off before the opponent does something. Now if you're up against other legendary plus units, like for example Wilder or something, now he has a longer range than 8 meters, so he will actually be able to attack you before she has the skill. Ming also has a range of 8 meters, so I'm comparing strictly with other legendary units, not with legendary plus. But against legendary units, except for people like rangers that have a range of higher than, well, she has a range of 8 meters, but most other units they only have a range of 6 meters, so she will actually be able to get the skill off first. Um, After the skill, she will use the skill which will charge, and it has a range of 8 meters as well, which is also very good. So she will charge, and she will attack enemies in a circular range and has a 40% chance to shock them and pull all the targets to where she just, right in front of her, basically. Finally, she'll use this third skill. This third skill will do damage to all enemies in a semicircular range, and shock the targets again, chance to shock the targets. And once she does this, she will use the skill again. It's a combo skill, and this time she will deal a lot of damage, and she will deal even more damage to units that are already shocked. Her passive lets her deal damage, like 40% defense ignoring damage, to all enemies within a circular range around the caster of 6 meters. So basically, any enemies that are shocked, they will take extra damage from her. Like this passive will proc against them as well, and she will basically be able to do a lot of damage to any enemies that are shocked. So naturally, she will do really well when you're pairing her with Fodina. I'm going to first talk about her in a PvE context. There's two places you can use her in PvE. The first one is obviously the new raid, which is the Shane Nestor raid. Oops, this one. So should you use her, can you use Vendingo? You can use Vendingo, but she will obviously do a lot more damage, and she has more survivability as well, because obviously she's a legendary unit compared to Vendingo, who is a rare unit. She also is able to do, as I mentioned, more damage, and especially more AoE damage. So that'll help you to kill the ads that spawn, because if you let the ads live for too long, then Shane will get a huge buff. Like the enemy Shane, the boss will get a huge buff, and they'll kill you. So you really want to kill those ads. So she will help with that. Typically, you want to use something like Yuan He plus her plus Scott to mitigate the bleed debuff, and finally Karen for heals and revive. So you only have Yuan He and her for AoE damage. Sometimes Vendingo is not enough to do, Vendingo is not enough, because then you won't have enough AoE damage in your team. So she's good. But it is possible to use Vendingo. I haven't really invested much in him, so I'm not sure exactly how much better she is. But she is, the legendary option to do this raid. The other place you can use her in PvE is in the story mode when you're fighting against mobs. And the reason that you can use her there is because she has a lot of skills that do CC, like, two of these skills do AoE CCs, and her ultimate, which I forgot to read earlier, also is basically a AoE CC attack. 40% chance to shock the target. So you can use this, when you're struggling to fight like these normal mobs, like she's not going to do good against bosses. But if you're struggling to get through the content because there's a lot of mobs that are hitting you for too much damage, you can use her there as someone that CCs. You can pair her with Shay to get her ultimate off often. You can use somebody else that does a lot of AoE CC too, like Fodina, her and Fodina and Shay and a tank, and you can go through the story mode mobs that way. Now, PvP, in my opinion, is where she really shines. And she shines for a couple of reasons. First of all, she excels when you pair her with Fortina because both of them do shock damage, and they both actually do increased damage to targets that are shocked. So they will both, scale off each other. If either one of them shocks a target, both of them now will be able to do significantly more damage to that shocked target. But there are some other nuances that make her pretty good in PvP. One of them I already mentioned is her 8 range. So because she has 8 range, she's able to attack the enemy before they have a chance to hit you. And this is for most enemies, like like Fordina, for example. Fordina is, in my opinion, the most commonly used legendary unit. So she is able to get a jump on Fordina and use the skill first. However, her first skill that she uses will not actually shock the target. It will just, do some damage and cause the debuff. Now, if you think about a match where you have Fodina and Len, and the enemy has Fodina and somebody else, right? Let's think about how this plays out. So Len will go and she will use the skill first because she has a distance of 8 meters. So as soon as she uses the skill, the enemy has decreased attack speed. So assuming that both your Fodina and the enemy Fodina both start with the same attack speed, your Fodina is now going to get a chance to use her skill first because the enemy's attack speed has been debuffed slightly. So you get the jump on them. If you're able to CC them right now, then you have a huge advantage in that match. And since both of them are able to do a lot of CCs together, you're basically constantly bombarding them with CCs and doing a lot of damage as well because they're both shocking the targets and these shock targets also take a lot of damage. Something else that shocked does actually, like shock the debuff, it increases the damage received by 30%. So I mean, that's just what the debuff itself does. So if you shock somebody, not only are these two units going to be doing increased damage to them, but any shock target is also going to take 30% increased damage anyway, because that's what that debuff does. You become disabled and you also take more damage. So with the two of them together, you are basically putting a lot of damage together and a lot of CC together. So when I was doing my team and I did my arena runs, I want to point something out. I actually haven't really brought Len up where she should be. And what I mean by that is her potential is at 0 attack, 0 defense, and 0 HP. So, especially when you see the first few matches, you'll be like, she's not doing any damage at all. She's actually even dying really early. That actually happened for the first 2 matches. She didn't really contribute much to the fight. But then for the other matches, she actually contributed a lot. I think there was one match where she did the most damage out of everybody, which is, I thought it was crazy, but that's what happened. And the reason she's doing like that much damage is because of her passive and her skills that are scaling off shocked, while Fodina is providing the shock. But because she doesn't really have all of these things invested in, her attack, defense, and HP, she's still kind of lacking compared to other units. Like she still dies, much faster than the others. And because I'm going for an AoE CC build, this is the accessories that I chose to go with, like the Skytree accessories, because that's basically increasing our accuracy rate by 20%. And then I have revive. I mean, you'll see like in the fights, like basically everyone I'm fighting is having revive and rage accessories. So that all of my 4 units have 4 revives. You will kind of see that most of the enemies that I'm fighting also have 4 revives as well. And I am using a attack set on her because I have 1 attack and 1 crit set, and the crit set is on Fodina because she's at level 50 and she has attack 15 potential, so I'm expecting her to do most of the damage anyway. I'm using Rudy I'm using Rudy Plus instead of Rudy because I want Rudy to go in and attack. I basically want everybody, like my 3 units, which is Fodina, Rudy, and Len, to charge at the enemy and attack and do CC and do whatever they're doing, while I want Claire to kind of stay back and keep doing damage from a distance. That's the idea. So that's why I'm using these 4 units. Um, what else should I say? Oh, there was one fight that I did that I was actually really proud of, where I fought an enemy who had a legendary plus pet, and I still won with this team. So that was great. Um, you will see the fight, and I think she actually did like quite a bit of damage. I think she did like 23% of damage that fight, or maybe more. I don't know, but I was pretty happy. So hopefully you guys catch that fight. Um, so yeah, I mean, I hope this video helps. I hope it gives you an idea of what she's like, of what she's capable of, and it also gives you a bit of a chance to see her in action and see how she does. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you guys next time. Take care now. Bye.
Follow the path of light. I will follow the path of light. I will follow the path of light.
Such pathetic skill.
I will follow the path of light. I will follow the path of light.
Time to move on to the next goal. The power of thunder!
I haven't given up yet.
I will follow the path of light.
Didn't I tell you not to mess with me? Time to move on to the next goal. I will open up a path with this arrow!
I will follow the path of light. I will follow the path of light.
That was very special. Time to move on to the next goal.
Time I will. I shall protect you.
given up yet.
I will follow the path of light.
Such pathetic skill.
Time to move on to the next goal.
I will follow the path of light. I will follow the path of light.
Let's play again sometime. Time to move on to the next goal. It's time to say goodbye.
By my will, I shall protect you.
I will follow the path of light. I will follow the path of light.
Such pathetic skill.
The power of thunder!
I will follow the path of light. I will follow the path of light.
I haven't given up yet.
I will follow the path of light.
Such pathetic skill.
I will follow the path of light.